Okay, what does that mean? I'm glad you asked this. I'm glad.
I was losing my mind, told them I'm fine, wish I was so.
Y'all, thank you for clicking on my channel. My name is Tawana, for those of you who don't know. Hey y'all. Today's video I'm going to be discussing stress, and I want to talk about how important it is not to be stressed. You know, stress plays a major part in our health, and a lot of times we have no idea the things that we say out our mouth and the effect that stress has on our body. A lot of times we walk around and we say, he stressed me, or she stressed me, or I'm stressing today, or I'm just stressed, and not understanding the full effect that it has on our bodies. So I definitely want to dive into that, and I want to get into what's the meaning of stress. I want to get into the effect that stress has on our bodies. I want to get into how do I even know I'm stressed, you know, because sometimes we don't even have a clue. We don't even realize that we're actually stressed and the damage that we're causing on our bodies. And I definitely want to get into how you control it. You know, we got to make it make sense, okay? But before we get into that, let me just throw a disclaimer out. I'm not a doctor. And everything I'm talking about, I have experienced and I have learned. So I kind of wanted to share that with you guys. With that being said, let's get into this video. So a lot of times when I would be stressed, I would be reminded by the words what Jesus says. And I have my phone, so I'm going to read the scripture to you, what I had. It would say, "Come unto me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. For I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Okay, what does that mean? I'm glad you asked this. I'm glad you asked.
So all Jesus was saying is, all those that are stressed and have worries, come unto him, for he'll give us rest. And the yoke was a wooden brace that was placed upon two animals' necks, and it was used for them to do a task. And the task was for them to carry cargo into the town and heavy loads. And all Jesus did was give us a vivid picture of what our stress looked like upon our shoulders and upon our lives. So he said, give it to me. Cast your cares upon me, for I care for you. Give it to Jesus. I think I'm done here.
You know, sis is a mess. Sis is a mess. There's many things in life that will cause our bodies to go in stress mode. I'm going to name a few, but it's not limited to. And I think upcoming deadlines at work, I think work in general can cause stress upon our lives. I think feeling alone. I think our health. I think loved ones being sick because we're constantly worried about them. I think being in a toxic relationship, and that should have been top tier, okay? I should have said that one first. I think being constantly busy, not having a shut off button, and you know, we have to shut off. Some people just don't shut off, and the body begins to get stressed. I think owing debt, having debt over our head, having a lot of bills, just having bills in general can cause stress upon us. Not having a job, not having enough money. It's so many things out here that can cause our bodies to go in stress mode, and we got to know how to respond. I just wanted to add that stress do come in different levels, and it affects everybody differently. The meaning of stress says a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. So as I spoke earlier, I spoke about upcoming demands on your job and just being at work. Those issues are very demanding circumstances where it could put you in a bind where you begin to stress out. Also is a thief of our immune system. And what I mean by that is stress will cripple our white blood cells, and our white blood cells are there to help us fight against illnesses, diseases, sickness, viruses, anything that comes up and arises in our body is there for. And if we're stressed, the white blood cells are suppressed and they can't do the job that they were created to do. And this is why it's so important that we should we must eat all the right foods so that we can fuel our immune system, so that our immune system can always stay in tip-top shape no matter the circumstances that our bodies are going through. And some of the foods that I know that I was eating was chips. I'll be eating candy. I'll be eating bags of Skittles, bags of Doritos all the time. And that wasn't the proper foods that I should have been eating. What I should have been eating was rich whole foods and rich in vitamins and zinc. And I don't mean supplements. I mean broccoli, vegetables. I mean spinach and all those good things like that to keep our immune system in tip-top shape. So when we get stressed, our bodies automatically go into emergency mode. And God has given us a built-in survival kit. And that survival kit is our immune system. How we were so fearfully and wonderfully made. And what I know a survival kit to be is something that some people that go camping, they took it on for camping trips, they took it on road trips, and you also took it for hiking. So, and it was only used for emergencies only. So that means our body should not constantly be in emergency mode. Now the body is starting to send signals to the adrenal glands, and the adrenal glands is now releasing these hormones called adrenaline and cortisol. And when cortisol is released into the bloodstream, it's now starting to tell the heart, you need to pump faster, you need to work faster. Now it's telling the blood pressure, you need to increase, you need to get, this body needs to work. So now basically the body is in danger. And from the danger, time to either fight or take flight. One of the two. The body has 3 responses to stress. And I'm going to name those 3. And I have my book here. Let's start with the first one. And the first one is called the alarm stage. The next one is called the resistance stage. And the third one is called the exhaustion stage. And just as what those words are saying, that's exactly what it means. But I'm going to read the definitions. So the alarm stage is when the central nervous system is awakened, causing your body defenses to assemble. Wow. It's like the resistance stage is when your body begins to repair itself, normalize its heart rate, its blood flow, and but it remains on a high alert for a while. That's something serious because the body just went in shock. The body just went somewhere where it shouldn't have been. Even though it has a built-in survival kit. The exhaustion stage is when your body has had all that it can take from the first 2 stages. It continues in overtime, causing a breakdown, causing the body to be off balance. This is when certain diseases begin to form. This is where certain things start happening to our bodies. It could have possibly been where my body was. I don't fully know. I know stress definitely played a part in my sickness. So I wanted to come on and I wanted to share this with you guys because I don't want you guys to go through what I went through. No way. No way. We're going to control this thing. I just want to add that now that we have heard everything, that the body is in complete uproar. The body is in complete overtime. It's so important for us not to be stressed. This is why it's so important for us to control the stress. Let it go. We have to start letting things go. Stop being frustrated for just the small things because it's not worth it on the body. How do I even know I'm stressed? Because a lot of times when we're working, we're not even feeling the stress upon our bodies. I know I have learned when I went back to work, I learned once I got in work mode, my body shifted and I was like, whoa, wait, what was that? I felt the stress on my body. So now I can feel when the stress comes on. I know when it comes on and I know how to control that thing because all I'm going to do is just stop and breathe. It ain't that serious. Let's go into the words. Now I have my papers here. I'm going to read off my papers because I wrote a couple of words down. So the first one is, if you're irritable all the time, constantly irritable. Not saying that if you're irritable just a little bit that you're stressed, but it can cause that. And that's how you can know that stress is coming upon you. Being annoyed, being your eating is off, depression, skin problems, hair loss, pain in your neck over here, just having neck pain all the time, and all this is tight and tension. That's why going to have a massage and going to a masseuse is needful. We need those things, or having somebody just rub you down. You know, sis is a mess. Just going to have a nice long bath. When you can't sleep, you constantly have headaches, feeling overwhelmed, frequent mood swings. You constantly in a mood swing. Like, what? Sis, okay? I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you, okay? And then the next one is not being focused. When you just can't focus on things. What's bothering you? Why you can't focus on your job? Why you so all over the place? And the next one is anger. We definitely know anger causes stress. This is why in the Bible, God says, don't let your anger when the sun go down. No, you need to nip that in the butt. It needs to be maybe 2 hours. You be mad for 3 hours. Don't be mad for 12 hours, okay? 12 hours then pass, or 24 hours then pass. Why you still mad? You know, us as women, we hold a lot of grudges, and we can hold tension inside of us. We need to let that go. Let it go, because the person that you're probably angry at, they somewhere having a good old time, laughing and giggling it up, okay? So anger, we need to really work on this. Being impatient when someone's living in a city and you live in that city life, and just driving in your car every day, riding the trains, riding the bus, walking outside sometimes, because with all different types of things living in a city. That also can cause stress. So now we're going to move into how we control that thing. Make it make sense, Tawana. So how do we control stress? How do we keep the levels down? First, I believe faith. Faith is top tier. And I'm reminded by the scripture when Jesus told us, if you keep your mind stayed on me, I'll keep you in perfect peace. So wait, Jesus, that means there's a peace that's not perfect? Oh, yes. Prayer. Continuously staying in prayer. That will keep your stress levels down. Stop wanting to be on the go all the time. Take time to yourself. Pray. Meditate on the promises of God. Meditate on the things of God. Meditate on His Word. The next one is clean eating. Eating clean. Eating foods rich, whole foods, rich in vitamins, rich in things that's going to nourish our system. Just eating healthy. And healthy, reading the ingredients, reading the back of the label, not judging the book by the cover, but turning that food product around and begin to read them food labels. The next one is daily exercise. I learned this because I was exercising, but I wasn't exercising like I do now. Now I don't go as hard like someone in the gym, but I take walks daily. I stretch. Fasting is another thing. Fast. Stop trying to wolf and gobble down food all the time. Give your body a break and just fast sometimes. The next one is practicing relaxation. Sometimes this could be just as simple as just taking a deep breath. Just breathing. Step back and just breathe. Watch how wonderful you'll feel behind that. The next one is getting plenty of sleep. The body needs to rest. The body needs to wake up in the morning. The body needs to lay down at night. Even if you have a night job, an overnight job, when you come home from work, you need to rest. And I know sometimes that's hard to do, but you gotta find time to rest. If the body is tired, go lay down and sleep. Your health is at stake. The next one is knowing what triggers stress. Knowing it. And this means getting to know yourself, getting to know who you are. Know what triggers it, so when it comes, you can recognize it and you stop it and you nip it in the butt right then and there. The next one is, I already spoke on it, recognizing it. Recognizing it when it come on. Like when I was at work and I felt that thing come on me and it was like something like woof. And I'm like, whoa. What was that? Oh no, we gotta stop. I'm not moving like this. Sis ain't moving like that at work. No sorry, Bob. Not what I just went through. The next one is self-care. Self-care. Self-care is so important. Taking time for yourself. Taking time to just wine and dine yourself, no matter what this is, whether this is going to get your hair done, whether it's going to get your nails done, whether it's relaxation, whether it's taking a nice hot bath, whatever your self-care is for you, do it. Take time for yourself. I had to learn this. I really never took time for myself. I'm always constantly helping somebody, doing this, doing that, just being busy. No, sit down, breathe, and take time for yourself. The next one is if something is on your heart and you don't want to say nothing, you just constantly harboring stuff in, let it go. Find a friend, talk about it, find someone you can trust first, okay? You can't trust everybody. No. Don't tell everybody your problems. Find someone that you can trust. Let it out and talk about it. Face it. Confrontation sometimes is not always bad. Speaking how you feel and letting someone know that you hurt me, this bothered me. No, you need to get that out. And it's okay to do that. Sis doing it all the time, okay? Come here. I need to talk to you because I didn't like that right there. Last but not least, no, it's not last. Laughter. Laughter is good for the soul. Smiling, just laughing. And if you don't have nothing to smile about and you don't have nothing to laugh about, they have plenty of TV shows on TV that you could laugh. When I was sick, I would love to watch Martin. I didn't want to see nothing depressed. I just wanted to see Martin. Because Martin is a mess, okay? Even to this day, and I saw those shows when I probably was like 16, 17 years old. I'm still cracking up as if it was still back in the days. So laughter is good for the soul. Laughter is medicine. The last one is staying calm. Always remember to stay calm, no matter what it is. Because sometimes what we see might escalate it even more. And it's not what we see sometimes. Sometimes just stay calm, sit back, and just breathe. And just let it go. Let it go with the flow. So, I'm all done. Let's keep our stress levels down because our health is at stake. Practice makes perfect. Practice keeping our stress levels down. And with that being said, I'll see you guys soon in the next uploading video. See you later.
Told them I'm fine, wish I was sober. We were just 21, nothing was wrong with our future.